Joining us on the news now from Abuja to shed more light on this is Lanre Suraj, the Executive Director of the Human and Environmental Development Agenda Header. Mr. Lanre Suraj, thank you very much for joining us on the news. Now, another £4.2 million from Ibori Loot. How exactly do you feel about this?
Oh, thank you for having me. I think this is also a cause to celebrate, really, but also at the same time, another very sad development for the country as a whole. It is not just for us to celebrate the repatriation of the funds that were originally stolen from the Commonwealth or the people, but it's also to feel so sad that we've only had leaders in the recent past and possibly also in the current government who are so pathologically committed to stealing the natural or national resources of the country and also sending them through illicit financial flow to jurisdictions like the UK and the US and also Dubai. You can imagine for how long we've been at this case that we're talking about. This is not just a case of 5 years. You're talking about a case of over 10 years that is gone back and forth. And the cost that Nigeria must have incurred in the prosecution locally of James Ibori, who actually denied stealing the money while he was being prosecuted in Nigeria, only to go to the UK, like the UK representative said, to go and plead guilty. And that is also the sad reality of our judicial system. The judicial system and the judicial officers in Nigeria are not really committed to stopping the bleeding of the country by political office holders.
Well, and some people have said now they're of the opinion that the money should rather go to Delta state coffers and not the federal government, because the money was actually taken from state funds. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, this is really unfortunate. I think the truth of the matter is that James Ibori, as the governor of Delta State, actually stole the money from Delta State. And it should have gone to Delta State. But part of the major challenge that we have, without being unnecessarily sentimental, is the fact that you don't have mechanisms in place in Delta State that would stop either the return of that money to James Ibori by the current leadership of the state, who are still subservient to James Ibori, who still sees James Ibori as political godfathers. With the control of the political machinery of Delta State by James Ibori, there's nothing to suggest that that money would not be returned to James Ibori, number one. Number two, in the course of the prosecution, there were reasons to find out from Delta State if Ibori actually took out money from the state. And the Delta State government, as at that time, in a bid to actually cover up for Ibori and save him from the conviction, openly said that the Delta State didn't lose any money. So no money was lost in Delta State. No money was stolen from Delta State. So now if you juxtapose those two positions with the sentiment that we're talking about, then you would find it difficult to want to support the claim that the money should actually be given to Delta State.
Mr. Lanre Suraj, we thank you very much for joining us on the news this evening.